Talk Cars. I'm all Drells. This is Theo Krause, and you now have the most guest appearances on the show. You've had 2 appearances before. This is your 3rd appearance on the show. Welcome back.
Finally, I'm the first at something. Thank you.
Yeah, so you were here, I think, in October for the first one, like the 3rd episode of the series, and then overall, the first ever Dakota special. And then in February, because it was towards the end of the winter break.
Must have been February.
Yeah, and then you were here in March. We didn't film anything because that was my.
Yes. So what you're saying is, I'm here in 4-month intervals.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Anyway, so we need to talk about a few things. So first off, Le Mans, the 24-hour endurance race.
And again, congratulations to Toyota there.
Yeah. Toyota won.
Reliability, Japanese efficiency. What is there to say?
And to anyone who thinks it's just a bunch of Priuses racing around because they're reliable, no, we're talking about they built like a full-blown race car. Actually, I sent you a picture a few days ago. It looks great.
Incredible.
I sent you a picture of it last night. It was really great.
I'm impressed.
As I said, now of course Toyota actually does make a actual racing Prius, the Toyota Prius GT.
I only found out about this today.
It has a V8 engine in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
And it was tuned by Brabus, wasn't it?
Yeah, Brabus and Toyota in-house with an engine developed by Shelby.
Oh my god.
It's the most ridiculous. It's also got a
enormous wing on the back. There's no way around that.
It does 168 miles an hour. How you get that out? How you get it's like that's about from maybe like a school bus. Like one of the slowest moving V8s of all time.
Yeah, no. Out of curiosity, seriously.
Yeah.
How much do they run for these days? Prius GTs.
Oh, I mean, no, they've only made 2 and they're not selling them.
Aww.
They're only available to people who
That's
race for Toyota.
That's weirdly disappointing.
Okay, it's not street legal, I can tell you that much.
Okay, that's even more disappointing. I really wanted to pull up next to a stoplight with someone in a Prius GT.
Because it's got the racing livery all over it, it's got the sponsor, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Vauxhall. So I think it was either with you or with Eric in a special record at the end of 2018, the muscle car special. We talked about the Vauxhall from the UK is making a muscle car, and it's supposed to be a twin-turbo V6 muscle car. It used to be called, it was at one point called the Pubera, and at the time I thought that was the dumbest name they could come up with. But no, they fixed it and made it even worse. They renamed the Pubera to
Piedmont.
The Piedmont.
Fucking Piedmont.
If we're gonna, I've always said, if we're gonna race people from the earth via dumb last name, Piedmont is at the top of the list. This one's spelled P-E-E-D-M-O-N-T.
That's what got me.
The Piedmont V6 VXR.
V6 VSR. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It sounds like hospital code for patient who pissed the bed and ran away.
It's just not.
It's not good. There's no way around it.
It's Piedmont. It's supposed to be a muscle car, right? The muscle cars will either have a V8 or a V12.
A V12 in a muscle car? Someone's getting a little optimistic.
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Yeah, they did some stuff with
I would argue that's more of a supercar, but apples, tomatoes.
No, not the Venom. They're Mustang.
Tomato, potato. Okay, you're right.
Well,
that's definitely.
There were 2 of them available. That was 268 miles per hour. But the normal one was a V8. You're right. But
Potato, tomato, tomato.
Also, I guess the Ford Mustang, the not GT ones have they have a 4.6 liter V6.
So are we coming back to the V6? Because everyone knows that if you buy a Mustang with a V6, you're an idiot.
True. No, actually the V6 is gone now. Do you know why?
Why? Because everyone hated it?
No, because it was too fast and too similar to the V8 for much cheaper price.
You're fucking joking.
I'm not. They replaced it with the 4-cylinder and the EcoBoost hybrid.
Does this mean, now seriously, answer me with honesty, does this mean the V6 is now more desirable and expensive on the market?
No, they only removed it last year, so it hasn't really reached that point yet, but give it 10 years, maybe we'll see 2014 V6 Mustangs go up for 50,000. No chance. It sounds like you just farted into a tuba. Trombone, maybe. See, anyway,
copyright strike. Okay.
So with the Piedmont, it's good. So it's also announced it's gonna have a 4.8 liter V8, which isn't terrible.
Goodness.
But
what does it look like? I'm picturing a hole near
It's kind of like that. If you combine that with the 2015 Camaro. The weird one, the overly detailed one, it looks really nice. The what was it, Z11?
Wait, so it looks good?
Yeah, that plus the 2015 Mustang GT.
It looks good?
Yeah, plus the
It looks. Why does it look good?
With a little bit of a Ford Falcon.
Why does it look good?
The new Ford Falcon.
It's called the fucking Piedmont.
I don't know. It's kind of like the Aston Martin Lagonda, which is totally not a Rolls Royce. I'll put a picture of that either here or in the end of the video.
Ah, the old Lagondaroo.
The Lagonda, that was always a bad car, and it was a boat. It's like I read an article about it. It's like what James Bond's broke as shit cousin would drive.
Did I tell you? I saw while I was in Sweden. I'm blanking on the name because it was such a forgettable car. But do you remember the Aston Martin microcar?
Sergeant.
The Sergeant.
The
Signet. I think it's called the Signet.
Yeah, whatever.
I saw
smart car looking thing.
Yeah.
Toyota IQ.
Yeah, so, and I saw one.
You actually did.
I really did. I'm pretty sure.
Did you get a photo?
I wish it was going by surprisingly quickly.
I mean, it'll do 180.
Jesus. In that.
I wouldn't want to. It would be stable as all hell. You're in such thing that's about the size of.
A soup can.
About the size of this vacuum cleaner behind me. This thing.
There's a difference. The vacuum cleaner makes more power. 6
No.
full horses.
To be fair, the Sergeant had a V8 in it.
Signet.
The Signet, whatever. Yeah, one of them did.
Wait, it fit. Not that one, I'd assume. I didn't hear it. Besides, Sweden
No.
frowns upon
Loud things.
no, I don't know. I saw
The Koenigsegg, actually, yeah. They make Koenigsegg and Volvo, so it's very weird.
Identity crisis. One of these days, they're gonna Koenigsegg and Volvo are gonna team up to make a wagon that does
Anyway,
280.
so we're gonna talk about the new BMW M series. Not just M, it's like the new BMW 3 Series in general. So,
Yeah, the 3
so
Series.
what ridiculous code name is this is not the F80. This is the new. What's it called now? The new.
Honestly, I don't even know. I've lost track of the code names. What I am
It's
impressed by.
what's it called? 2019, right?
2019, whatever. But the current generation's fuel
It's just the
efficiency
3 Series.
has been fucking flooring me.
It's not 70, but it's up there.
Look it up at some point. I think it's somewhere between 60 and 70 or 50.
And the standard 3 Series sounds absolutely amazing.
And
got flat 6, yeah.
Yes, no, straight 6.
Straight 6, yeah.
There's a big difference, believe me.
That's
We're not
true.
going down that road.
One's in a BMW, one's in a Volkswagen Beetle. Sorry about that, but
One was made
sorry,
by...
don't get me. 30 miles per gallon in a normal car is terrible. For BMW, it's actually not bad.
With a straight 6, a big honking straight 6
Yeah.
in front of you, and then...
Apart from like a V8, that's up there with the biggest waster of gasoline in the world.
Oh no, but I love them anyway.
Yeah. But then also, but the new the new 2019 M3, if you own that, you're a douchebag. It doesn't sound as good. It's just.
I would argue that it sounds pretty good. The only issue is...
It has horrible rims.
Shush. Here's what I'm trying to say. It's not a bad car. It's just kind of an underwhelming M3.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'd rather own the original, the normal 3, because an M3 you don't get the full-on sat nav and voice control with the M3.
I just go for the E46 because if I'm not getting sat nav, then oh wait no.
Oh yeah.
You know what's quite funny?
Yeah.
The E46 M3 did come with sat nav.
Well, it came with something.
Well, no, it came with shat nav.
Sat nav. That Aston Martin used, what was it, they use Volvo? They use those,
they used Volvo key fobs.
they use like either, as I'm talking about the cars like...
Yeah, no, they've got Volvo
sat
nav.
nav.
They've got Volvo sound
They
system.
finally fixed that. But
What,
also,
they made their own?
yeah, it's actually good too. I don't think that, like, when you talk about like Vauxhall, they're making a muscle car, it's very weird and interesting.
Yes, it's exciting.
But also, like, you think like other cars, you know, they're like, it's like, what are like sports car companies that made nice fast cars? The Mazda RX Spirit 7, brilliant cars.
Hang on. Mazda's making a new RX-7.
Apparently, they're calling the RX 7, and it's also.
Please tell me it's rotary. Please tell me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You get you get everything out of that, yeah. But it's the Spirit engine. It's the Spirit. Spirit. You know, remember the 2004, 2002 had the Spirit.
Speaking of revivals, Toyota Celica GT. Oh my god.
It looks like the Celica. That's like the Camaro plus the Camaro and the Lexus LFA hybrid. It looks.
It's spectacular. There's no way around it.
All that, like when that comes out, eventually we'll be seeing the YouTube videos against that versus the new
Supra. I got my hopes for that. Kind of unlike the Supra, I felt like that one was going to be a little screwy from the Celica. You don't like
the Supra?
Yeah, I feel like the Supra's a little underwhelming,
especially. No, it's not the It's that the Supra was never supposed to be really, really flashy. It was like a very, it was a very bland looking car. The new one looks more like an Alfa Romeo 4T that got stretched out.
You're not wrong.
Now, the Celica always has these little bits and pieces added onto it. It's not even the GT version. They don't want to just crap all over it.
You know what irks me about the Supra on launch? Some guy was talking with Toyota over the intentional absence of stuff that would have given the car more power, better handling, better aero.
It's a
like
Toyota!
Little blank spots where they could have easily gone further from the manufacturer. And their response, and I believe I quote, was, Yes, we could have done that, but we're leaving it for the tuners.
Although you can't tune it because most of it's electric stuff. But, also because it's a Toyota. It's not something like, even the original Supra was never. It was never a supercar. It wasn't really very fast.
It was slow as shit.
Yeah, and like they just kind of brought out like they need something to a new model this year quick, and then they called it tuners and they kept building it until like 2000 I want to say 2 when it probably.
I want to say a little earlier than that.
Nissan. Now, we all know that the current GTR is going to retire at the end of this year.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to some sort of hybrid machine. But they are bringing back my favorite Nissan of all time for about I think they're doing.
Oliver, I swear to fucking God if you say the Juke.
No. That already exists in other countries. That's not in the US now. No.
Okay, what is it?
Should be happy. So they're making only 100 of them across the US.
What are they making?
O2 Skyline. The final Skyline's coming
They're
back.
You're shitting me. They're remaking the Skyline GTR?
The final one's S2.
The R30. Oh my God.
The nice one, the last one.
See, this is what I wish BMW would do with the M3. Just make an M3 E46 M3 GTR redone. Give it a fucking new V8. Give it modern suspension.
Yeah. Anyway, then we have to move on.
Let it live.
So we need to talk about M3.
What are we going to talk about?
Tesla.
Again?
Yeah, we mentioned it the first time through, but there's so much we talk about. So like, since we we mentioned it in our first ever Coda special. That was before all the. Well, let's say it was like the week of all that illegal bullshit going on.
We did.
They lost so much funding. They went out on Twitter actually asking for funding. The new Roadster canceled.
Oh, it is.
It's not happening. It's kind of funny because we'll talk about so Rimac. We'll talk about in a minute. Rimac they made the concept too to combat the Roadster. Right now, Rimac's unchallenged. It's the fastest electric car, 250.
They are sitting on the throne.
They've been there for quite some time, probably. Although nowadays, it's like fast car will used to be a big thing, but now it just trades positions like every other year. Yeah. But the big draw about 2 years ago in the house was a $35,000 affordable Tesla Model 3.
Womp womp womp.
Guess what? Also been canceled. They've also. So
you can't buy one.
No. That's also what. So I thought like, what about people who pre-ordered them? So I went online to look at it. Tesla's like been dodging questions. Like, apparently,
they're taking the money.
So no, it wasn't pre-order. It was a down payment of like $5,000.
They're taking the money.
Yeah, basically.
Shit, man.
And they're gonna invest it into something. I don't know. But like, remember like when Ford canceled the GT in 2005? Like everyone bought the 2006 one ahead of time. They gave them a full mod premium GT 2005. Because they canceled the 2006 one. They gave them a special edition. Tesla's giving you nothing. They'll have to do something. They'll have to reimburse them the money in some way.
Unless they like getting in legal trouble and judging by.
I assume what they'll do is like probably $10,000 off a standard price Model 3.
Or a standard. Yeah, no, you're right. They wouldn't take that off a Model S.
No. Well, even the Woody probably still can afford it. Listening to the Woody. Speaking of which, whatever happened to the Model S styling department? Because like when they first came out in 2013, there weren't a whole ton of them. There were only about 200 when they first launched. In 2013, and they looked like electric Aston Martin Vanquish cars.
Yeah, no, there was no way around that.
Yeah, they're Vanquish cars. They were.
Now they look like slightly sleeker.
now like we know what round is, and ooh, the color maroon exists. This is lovely. Now, honestly, I've complained about the bolt, the seating in the back of the bolt. The Tesla Model S and Model 3 is much worse.
Yeah, no,
at least the angle in the bolt is fine.
I carpooled for a while in a Model 3.
Was it Nico's mom's? Was it?
No,
Eli's.
Point is, I was carpooling. I was in the back of a Model 3.
It's painful.
I'm around 6 foot.
Shelving units.
That's what I said. It's like they bought the back of the car from IKEA.
Exactly.
Your feet are up here.
And of course, a bunch of screws are missing because it's IKEA.
Some assembly required, Dave.
Now, with all this stuff going on, they actually have announced a new car.
Yes, it's called the Model Y. It looks.
It answers everyone's question. It kind of asks the question in my mind, why? It's the Model 3 on big. It's just a big.
No, you know what it is? It's the Model 3.
But beefed up.
But with injected implants.
Yes. Yes,
it's that or a beluga whale, and honestly, I kind of like the first one.
And the implant example probably better. I'll put a picture of that one here. Or at the end of the video, but it depends. Again, okay. So far, to be fair, we've only seen renders of the car.
And to be fair, the renders have been catastrophically shit.
It's kind of like with the Bolt. We saw those renders, and it would look terrible. And then it came out looking not that bad. I can only hope for I don't like Tesla, but for their sake, I can only hope that in 2021 when this thing comes out. Again, we're still 2 years behind this thing's supposed to debut anyway.
Don't worry, I'm sure it won't debut. But point is. Let's move on to something that we actually like. How about Rimac?
Rimac, more electric stuff. Actually, we have a lot of electric stuff to talk about.
No, absolutely.
So now, okay, the C2. Which one are you talking about? The original one or California?
I'm talking about the Concept 2 base model, but
The 238 one.
yeah.
Now, I'm still currently in the process of writing one for the big car lot, blogspot.com blog.
Yes.
So this is really confusing. So in 2018 at the GM Motor Show, they released the Rimac Concept 2. They just call it the Concept 2.
And it drives.
238, right? Miles per hour. That's fast.
It's fast as fuck.
But then this year, there's an earlier, just a few months ago, they released the Rimac C2 California edition, which is 258. And since then, they've renamed that one just the standard C2, and the original one is the C2 V1. Confused yet? I don't blame you.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, the C2 is going to make it into production.
Yeah.
The Tesla Roadster has
It's
already
canceled.
been beaten, and it's gone. So
Well,
Rimac
it's been put on layaway indefinitely. We don't know when it's coming back.
It isn't.
It isn't.
It isn't.
It's just kind of like Tesla saying, well, if you want to see this, give us funding because you might eventually see this. I've always said that by the year of like 2025, Tesla will be bought out by Ford or Chevy.
Absolutely. No, probably.
Because they can't hold anything at this point. It's like the Model S.
So?
It's like the second another car company starts making more, like say
There you go.
45% of the company.
I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Tesla's only advantage was the element of surprise.
Right,
they were
yeah.
ahead of the competition. But
Well,
they've completely...
actually, I'm a little bit there. Apart from the Roadster 2008, Nissan Leaf was first in the mainstream market.
But point
Leaf
is,
sucks ass. So
they were going mainstream with something that was reasonably good, but
It was
they didn't have production quality. They didn't have production quantity. So essentially, they were only going to be dominant as long as they remained unchallenged.
I know that you got the Bolt, the Volkswagen e-Golf, Ford's planning on like shooting almost like by 2035 they want to have like 85% of the lineup electric, excluding the Mustang obviously.
Volvo's going full electric by what, 2025?
Yeah, and that seems like a long way away, but change does take time. So yeah.
And Tesla, with mainstream competition everywhere and for significantly better pricing and for, you know, the guarantee that you'll get a car, things are looking grim.
And also like, yeah, speaking of pricing, Theo, what you've been doing recently?
I have been sitting around on Craigslist looking at used cars, and I very nearly went for a Fiero for $300. It was
a salvage car with no engine.
No, it had an engine. You misread the listing. It had an engine.
It had an engine that didn't work.
No, the engine worked fine. It had a faulty fuel pump. And the fuel pump needed to fix it, came with it. The only issue is that you had to take the fuel tank out the bottom of the car. I did my research.
Yeah, that also.
As far as that worked out, the owner was a Fiero collector. It was an '87 Fiero GT. It had a clean.
My friend from the internship was working at also looking at these. I was like, he looks at like, look at this, is interesting. He's like, that's interesting. Went and contacted the seller of the car.
He contacted them?
Yeah.
Wait, the seller of the Fiero?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Well, there's also an issue with the engine. That's why we're shipping 2 free engines with them. Also, you know the engine that was in it?
Yeah.
Was not the original engine either. Because the original Fiero engine was a Y-block.
Okay, you know what? I still would have gone for it, honestly.
I mean, also, to be fair, you see them try to sell it for more on the internet, which makes sense. But like,
People will sell it for more. That car
the
is
Fiero was
money.
Pontiac's least reliable car.
The Fiero was Pontiac's most interesting car. The Fiero...
I want to say the Aztec word soon.
Oh, for fuck's sake. The Aztec is worse than the Fiero by a long shot.
I said it's more interesting though.
True.
It had a tent and a mattress and a barbecue. And I'm not saying Fiero is a bad car. So if you want to buy one, buy one that's like not in $300 condition quality. Because
no, buy one in $300 condition quality. Because Oliver, what you're overlooking is that the Fiero is reasonably easy to work on, and it got kind of scuttled by GM in that Pontiac wanted to do all sorts of exciting things with it.
I'm not saying it's a bad car, but also like
they can make do with GM spares. Do you know how cheap that makes parts? Everything on the Fiero was mass produced.
Yeah, again, that is also very true. But the thing about that is like also Craigslist, they tell you, it's like, okay, this part is broken out, fuel pump, whatever, the rest of it's fine. They don't tell you how close the engine is to blowing up.
Well, it came with 2 free engines. I hardly think that was a problem.
Again, like you also like, I just looking around and get like for I think it was like $700, a perfect condition like in Park Fiero, which had like 50,000 miles on it. So.
Where did you find that, you bastard? You should have sent it to me. I want a Fiero.
It was on a DuPont Auto Registry.
$700, you said?
Yeah.
Jesus. See if you can find the link.
You can also, I will. Actually, I'm planning on doing a Let's Talk Cars episode on good used
buys?
Good
I saw a
sports
Celica
bikes.
GT the other day that looked tempting. And an MR2.
Is it the one that's parked down my driveway, the red one?
No.
Good.
Actually, yes. I'm not even sure that it isn't. It was red.
Yeah. But also, let's go back to electrical cars for a minute.
Okay.
I've already mentioned the Volkswagen Eagle, but I think you know where I'm going with this one.
Yeah, no, it's a great car.
No, we actually talked about that, but the other new vehicle they're making that's electric.
Are we talking about
the bus? the 20 blank blank blank. We don't know when it's coming out, but the new Volkswagen bus.
the Alice in Wonderland Caterpillar?
Yeah, you're right though.
The color scheme is atrocious, and I can't understand why they went with that. But
it's supposed to be like a faded blue with dark green. Yeah.
Also,
it looks like a Toyota Previa.
There's
nothing wrong with a Toyota Previa, but this is a new, all-advanced Volkswagen bus. There's no bench seats, and the back is abysmally small.
It looks like the GTA 5 version of a minivan.
It does. You're right about that. Yeah. Honestly, okay. Again, we've only ever seen renders. Also, the commercial. You know where all the budget for that went, right?
Where could it be?
Sound of Silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Okay, poor singing. That's one way to avoid copyright. Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna waste the budget.
Although, but the whole thing is like the kind of if you saw like the full 2-minute ad, go look up for the original for the new Volkswagen electric bus, the new ad.
Don't do it.
Don't
value your
it's basically it starts out with the same way that it started out with a lot of the Grand Tour's opening broadcasts.
Oh yeah, no.
The new one starts out with all the radio broadcasts about the emission scandal and how they're trying to fix it with electric vehicles. Kind of how it started with Jimmy Clarkson's being fired in the Grand Tour.
Oh no, you're exactly right. I need to rewatch that episode. That was such a good.
The Holy Trinity. Hey, we should play the game after this.
Sure. How bad can it be?
It's actually. If you're watching our live stream, you'll see. I guess that'll be fun.
But you won't.
I'll link in the description of this YouTube video when it comes out.
Whoa! So you might. That's incredible. Hello, future people.
Yes, we're gonna discuss Rimac and
Rimac, I love Rimac.
Of course, you got the fire extinguisher in the back for in case of hill climb.
Yes, I do love.
But now another electric car. We're gonna do some shenanigans in Chevrolet Bolt. So
oh boy,
let's go on that. It'll be fun.
I guess it's time.
Roll this footage of the Chevrolet Bolt. Seems very familiar somehow.
Those of you thinking the Bolt has a small trunk will have to think again. I have.
You're 6 foot and you fit in this.
More room than the average airline seat. That isn't saying much.
Also, you can fit some food down here too. Carrots, potatoes, whatever.
Everything you need to. Oh look.
Yeah. No spare tire in this one.
It's a bit worrying, but
unlike the Prius, we didn't have to take everything out of the back so you could fit in this one.
No, that was impressive.
Also means the tire can't try to kill you this time.
Kind of disappointing.
We're gonna get in the back of the passenger seat so you can film this.
Passenger.
Alright. Right there, take the iPad. Take the camera. Do it.
I got the horses in the back. Oh, you forgot to stop it.
Obviously, I know. I didn't mean it. I don't forget to stop it. Anyway, it will not be able to drive because it's actually plugged in charging right now. It's level 2 charger. This is the stage 2 Bolt, so we do actually do some extra features. Take a look. At the actual. I love this little. It's a perfect little screen. Bolt EV.
It's very exciting.
Now, unlike the Chevrolet Volt, which has a small little petrol engine, this one's all electric. It's pretty cool. Now, the reason I'm using my iPad is because this will normally automatically pair to my phone. Let's break to start. See, unlike the Prius, which requires that 3-finger start thing, it's ridiculous. This does not. This is very, very nice. It will normally, this thing has full-on support for Apple CarPlay. This thing has full-on support for Apple CarPlay. You can even broadcast certain screens on your phone to this when it's plugged in via power charging ports. And I also decided not to bring it up. There are pair device, all of it's connected. There you go.
Wow, would you look at that? Wi-Fi network connected. That's impressive.
What am I listening to on my phone?
Silly Joe, Big Shot.
That is a radio.
Oh, that's Sirius XM. Well.
All over the iPhone.
Update. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf hits out of hell. Thrilling, Oliver. Thrilling.
Hey, Meatloaf is a good artist, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's put an example here. Let's
No, just for the surprise of how quality it is.
Speakers actually aren't bad in this car either.
Yeah, the stereo is not even half bad.
How much of this can I get away with probably? Oh well.
Yeah, we might have to mute all of this.
It's fine. I don't mind my copies right actually.
You should mind them. You get 3 and your channel's going.
That's strikes, not claims. Claims.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. It's the it's one of the guys from Pink Floyd. I download because it's not. Fuck off, stop. Alright, so yeah, basically,
Stop that, yeah, no.
yeah, it's actually a very nice car. Also, there's also quite a lot of foot room. Also, in my original review of this car, I mentioned that the back seats back there aren't comfortable. Well, I spent time punching them to be more comfortable.
He did. It worked.
And it does work actually. Now let's look close at these. Are all digital. These are light up. These are not painted on here. So if I turn off the car, these would fade away to blackness. And of course, you have this little parking thing here. I'm not gonna shift that out of park because actually it normally won't let me because it's in charge. So you can't drive it when it's in charge.
For safety reasons.
That's what I don't think you can.
Oliver.
Nope, you can't. I mean, I know you can. That's why. Yeah. Also, remember moving in the Prius, we had to do a whole thing to get to shift that, to do neutral rev. Well, if you want to do a neutral rev on this, we'll hear nothing because it's electric. All electric car. Brilliant little car.
What you're hearing right now is pretty much the same sound that it makes when it's off.
Which is the air conditioning, which is on. Also, look at this. Traction control.
Which, for some reason, you can turn off.
This and the new Prius both have that option. They're front-wheel drive cars.
Oh god, what's that?
I tap the accelerator is plugged in. Also, up there, take a look. That's a charging light. It tells you when it's charging so you can see from outside the vehicle.
How useful.
Actually, I can actually see it at night from the kitchen in there in my house. That's how bright that is. Seriously, this is a good little car.
Solid.
Also, take a look down here. Remember the Prius had a little awkward little center console?
Yes.
This one
Who could forget?
has
You can
enough
fit
space for
several
3 pens.
Wow.
For all your pens that you'd ever want.
Briam USA. I've held it upside down.
For a company that no longer exists.
Oh well, still could be worse.
Yeah. Contact lens. Anything you really want to fit in here. Great little thing.
As long as they're small.
Agreed, yeah. And also, unlike the Prius, it's not connected to the one down here, but see here, so these two are charging ports. These are USB ports for your phone charger, or wherever you really want to charge that is USB charger.
There's even an aux jack.
I like that, you know, because you can also,
agree.
that we can like, but also like, these will also immediately connect your phone to the CarPlay and can mess up some stuff if you're not paying attention. So if you want to avoid that and just charge your phone, you can use this, the little cigarette lighter port. Of course, this adapter does not come with the car. We purchased it separately.
As you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite nice, and there's a pad of sticky notes here for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Oh,
you also get,
then.
in the doors, take a look over there, viewers, you have these very deep little side pockets, which are really very comfortable.
You could fit an entire hand in them.
Actually, let's go to the back of the car. Actually, I'll show you. I actually am using one right now for a bottle of something.
Oh god, are you? That's a bit terrifying.
Come on this side.
God, this thing's terrible to film with.
Gas.
Oh, carbon dioxide.
I have a soda stream. It's the bubbles for that.
Ah, yes.
I mean, you have to take it off to go get refilled.
Let's look now at the back seats because, well...
I'll move it up for you. Yeah. Honestly, with the... Also, I did find a way to fix the footroom as well.
It could be worse, but it could definitely, if you can see, it could be better.
How's that?
Well, one thing you need to be aware of is that because of the batteries in the base of the car, the floor is pretty high compared to the rest of it. So the end result is that, well, my knees are up to here. Now I know I'm not a particularly short person, but...
Also, the ceiling's not that bad when you get inside, but getting into the car can be an absolute nightmare.
Oh no.
Ugh. Not getting out, but getting into, because it's like that. It's got a very low sill when you get into the car.
Yes, you either duck...
Or you bend your back backwards and hit your head.
Uh-huh. The three options.
Yeah. Basically, all around, it's a really good car. So
absolutely. It's just got a few quirks and features, as Doug DeMuro would so smugly put it.
Yeah, you need to punch the seats to get them to be comfortable. But once you do, it ain't
Not
bad.
No.
Now, back to the rest of the episode. Okay. Alright, so that brings us to the close of yet another Let's Talk Cars special. Now, before we do anything else, I apologize for the awkward gap in between some of these episodes. So basically, these seasons normally have 6 episodes. However, with season 4, between episode 5 and 6, there was a 1 month gap. Simply because I created about 6 or 7 episodes that never actually went to air. I lost a bunch of footage. Like, long story short, shit happens. I'm sorry. But anyway, the 6th and final episode, the season finale, season 4, did actually come out a few days ago. It was actually on the Chevy Bolt, pretty cool. And now since I tend to include a co-special in between most of the seasons, it's like I guess like a little a step towards next season. Now with this co-special out, I guess I can start filming season 5 when I get back from Ashland, Oregon, which would be pretty cool.
I too have an apology to make. I made the incredible mistake of wearing a dark shirt with light pants, and the end result is that my legs are glowing. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Let's Talk Cars.
There's also a label on the inside of your shirt.
Hmm?
The bottom of the inside of your shirt.
Bottom of the inside of the shirt? Yes, it is. And do you know what it says?
Theo Krause?
No, it says weatherproof.
And with that, sign in. Thank you very much. It's been a Theo Krause, everybody. Woohoo!